I'm finna D1 this nigga the fuck up, I swear to God, what's up?
Pause the camera right there. Rewind the video. Are those high top black forces? This is crazy.
Crash outs are best defined as individuals who have zero regard for any rule, regulation, any form of authority, or society in general. They typically act upon impulses and emotion, and are quick to do things your average human would not. On the other hand, haters are individuals who typically fall into one of two groups. One are members of a brainless hive who just hate because it's a trend, but the others are calculating, cold, highly intelligent individuals, motivated and driven by nothing but pure malice and spite, typically for no good reason. But there's the thing that really tickles my pickle about this case. Was Cain a crash out, or was he a hater? Or was he both? Could it be that Cain was so ahead of his time, he not only revolutionized and made the art of hating what it is today, but he also cemented his legacy by becoming the first ever documented crash out? I present to you the firstborn son of Adam and Eve, the founding father of both hating and crashing out. I present to you Cain. So this story begins years after where my first ever episode ended. Yeah, it's been a while, but watch it if you haven't. So, it's now been years since Adam and Eve were exiled, and they're getting used to it. They're living the standard American dream. 2 kids, Adam works a 9 to 5. Eve, I don't even know what she does. She chills, but basically they're chilling, and that is what life is about. Soon enough, their 2 sons, Cain, the oldest, and Abel, the youngest, are old enough to start working. So, they both start their job. Abel becomes a shepherd, and Cain becomes a worker of the ground. So, bro's a gardener. He's trying to make it sound cool, bro. Like, just say you're a gardener. This is like that.
34. Okay, what do you do?
I am a risk taker. I'm a road runner. I'm an entrepreneur.
My bad. So back to the story. So even though God kicked them out of the Garden of Eden, he does still love them. And he still comes to visit them and stuff. So when they get their first jobs, they both essentially send up their first paychecks to him. But since money isn't an actual thing yet, Abel sacrifices a lamb. A very tender, juicy lamb. And God is very appreciative of it. I mean, bro, who would it be? But I digress. On the other hand, Cain's lame ass,
I am a risk taker.
his ass brings in some fruit. Nobody wants that. Who is this guy, bro? Like, that's the equivalent. But imagine it's your birthday, right? And you're with all your friends. They're just most of them are giving you really nice stuff. And out of nowhere, you unwrap this weird circular spear-shaped thing, and it's a rock. And sketched onto the rock, there's the words "good luck." You look to your right, and you see your broke homie cheesing, grinning at you. Yeah, that's the equivalent. It's literally that one unemployed friend who gives you a good luck rock on your birthday. That's exactly what's happened here. So, naturally, God is displeased, and he tells him to do better, and to be more like his brother. But those words are enough to instill deep-rooted hatred within this man. And that's when he starts plotting his revenge. I'll make it quick. But basically, he asks little brother Abel to hang out. And while they're hanging out, he slimes his younger brother over fruit. Yes, he slimed... bro, there's like this common theme in the Bible, especially in the first few chapters. They will happily slime their youngest siblings over the most minor of inconveniences. Like, remember Joseph? Joseph's older brothers sold him into slavery for, what? Because he had better drip than them? And now Cain has slimed his younger sibling over fruit. Yeah, so this is the topic of discussion. This is the real question. Is Cain a crash out, or is he a hater? Because There are arguments for both sides of the story. Well, not so, but okay, you get what I mean. Sure, he is very hateful, but his hatefulness isn't very creative. Like, take some popular haters. Let's look at Kendrick, for example.
Kendrick? Kendrick? Did you hear that, Kendrick?
Whether you love or hate Kendrick, you have to admit he is one of the greatest haters. Just look at what happened with him and Drake's like whole little rap battle, diss battle, whatever. Firstly, not only did he completely cook Drake, not only did he off and bury him by dropping some of the most sinister bars ever, he was so calculated with it. I still remember the first day Meet the Grahams dropped, like 50 minutes after Drake dropped Family Matters. Like, it's so, just, damn. The whole, like, even the thumbnail lore, bro, like the whole idea of like, his something in L 16, I forgot what the song was called. That the thumbnail in that was like zoomed in, and it's everyone's like, oh, what's the thumbnail? That looks confusing. And then Drake drops Family Matters. 50 minutes later, this guy drops Meet the Grahams, and then the thumbnail is an expansion of the thumbnail of the LA song. And then you see like, oh wait, that's a glove. Wait, there's a receipt for some. Like, bro, this is genuine, like, this is crazy levels of planning. I know I'm glazing right now, but this is what it means to be a Hall of Fame level hater. You have got to be at least K-Dot level. Like, you've got to make your Ops City sing a diss track about you.
A minor. B sharp.
But Cain just simply doesn't have that kind of same passion for hating. And you can see that through his game.
He can't play. No disrespect whatsoever, but I'm sorry to tell everybody the truth. The man cannot play the game of basketball.
On the other hand, is he a crash out? Yes, he is. I mean, the whole idea of sliming your own blood brother over fruit. I mean, come on, bro. Surely that's crash out behavior. But is it? Because, truth be told, I don't actually think Cain is as cold as we're giving him credit for. A real crash out has dangerous, or yeah, that sounds so corny, but look, take O-Dog from Menace to Society as an example.
Nightmare. Young, black.
What makes him such a textbook example of a crash out is his unpredictable nature. You cannot guess what his next move is going to be. I mean, in the first few minutes of the movie, he kills a couple over a comment. A comment.
What you say about my mama?
And now both of them have lost their lives. Cain, on the other hand, he doesn't seem like a crash out. He just seems like he just acted in anger and kind of messed up. Like, basically he's lame.
That's what legendary players do. Kobe Bryant broke his fucking hand, and he did that. That's what legendary players do. LeBron, legendary, 3-1 comeback, came back. Kevin Durant got his foot on the line, went into overtime. He did score.
So after he does murk Abel, God pulls up and he's like, where's your brother? And the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, because bro, Eve did like the exact same thing a couple episodes ago. Because Cain immediately tries to lie to God, as if God doesn't already know the answer. Okay. But God's like, okay bro, come on, here's your punishment. Which is like, he can never grow anything from farming. And yeah, that's like the equivalent to, imagine you've got some guy who's started his little SoundCloud rapping career, and now you've banned him from using beats. So he can only use the grand piano. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
What?
He now also has to wander the earth forever. And Cain instantly apologizes. And he's like, God, please, people are gonna kill me if they find out that I slimed my brother over some fruit. So God's like, alright, fine. Anyone who tries to kill you will get punished 10 times worse. So that's sort of where the story ends. He then starts a family and whatnot. But the real question is, was Cain just a loser? Like, have I just been overhyping this guy for no reason? Is he even that cool? Is he even like? But yeah, that is where this episode is gonna end, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe. and I will see you soon. Also, get the TikTok, bro. Moral of the story: never trust me with my time. I will say anything to click. Bye.